Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, October 6th, 2016. The authorized souls in the Lynn-Life and the Jamie Body Mind remain child souls from the smaller subatomic. We have been plagued by rooms full of shouting presences, shouting their conflicting opinions for coming up on a year now.
That's true.
And I have one of them by the collar right here, who, when we were setting up, was shouting his, quote, advice, unquote.
That's true.
So we're not going to let him go. And we're going to start to ask him, since he seems to think his opinion has value,
That's true.
we're going to ask him, what now, in order to live these soul plans right here? What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? What now, in order to live these soul plans right here?
He might have gone away.
He seems to have evaporated himself or dissolved himself.
That's true.
Rather than give advice on camera. And that's what we know. What we've been working with this morning is to deal with these really unpleasant shouters one by one.
That's
when
true.
They're shouting, saying, and this is always the tip-off, you should have listened to me.
Yes, that's
then
true.
we say, okay, come on, come forward, take the microphone. What next? Do you think we should listen to you? We're listening. What next? What next?
What now?
And what we're discovering, and what have we learned? What we've learned is it's like picking a mutual fund manager.
That's true.
The person who called it right last time is calling it wrong the very next time. There's no consistency of accuracy.
That's true.
And what else have we learned? We've learned that these people don't want to go on record. And
true.
they want to be left to shout opinions from the back row, and it looks like British Parliament.
That's true.
Which is a joke. I don't know how many of you guys have watched British Parliament, but it's appalling. As bad as the U.S. governmental process is, the British governmental process is worse.
That's true. Now there's a lot of arguing about that, which is actually kind of funny because the arguing looks like the British Parliament yelling.
It does, hurling insults at each other from one side of the room to the other.
And they're arguing saying we're not hurling insults at each other while hurling insults at each other.
Right. So give the skinny kid the mic. Give the skinny kid the mic. And the person who most, the sentience, who most resembles the description of skinny kid is the one who should have the microphone, and everybody else should be quiet. And actually, they shouldn't even be in here. This used to be a soundproofed booth.
That's true.
There was supposed to be one out-of-body presence up there with his or her own channels up to higher dimensions, attempting to discern instructions from as high up as we're able to get.
That's true.
And then transmitting them down into the presences inside the physical forms. That's the setup, and it was channeled quite consistently over many super high quality channels like Ra
That's
at his
true.
best and Asha at her best.
That's true.
And good luck beating those two standards, Ra at his best and Asha at her best.
That's
Goodness
true.
gracious. And that's what they said to do. So let's do it now. And I see how Saul is trying to get his so-called team to at least stop shouting.
That's true.
He doesn't agree with the rest of this.
No.
But he does agree that they look like fools.
Yes.
And he wants his team to stop making him look bad.
Yes.
He wants them to stop shouting.
That's true. It's not going very well. Saul is shouting at the team to stop shouting, and they're still shouting.
They're all just shouting.
Everyone's yelling.
Let's bifurcate. All of us who really want to know what's actually going on to the Search for Truth Central Axis. All others flung away. Bifurcating higher, higher, higher. All of us who are willing to take a stand for truth to the Search for Truth Central Axis. All others flung away. I see that way up high Luce again.
I do too.
Hi, what now in order to live these soul plans right here? What now? He's got a couple different things, and they look like packets of food or packets of powder. They look like packets of powder,
That's
white
true.
powder. Maybe some nutritional supplement like soy powder or something, but he's got packets of white powder.
That's
and
true.
He's putting them out and saying, well, maybe this one, this packet's bigger, but it doesn't fit the vibration as well.
That's true.
And then this packet has got nothing in it, so why did they give it to me?
I hear that. That's
yes.
true.
It's a good.
That's a good
I think that's a good question. He's saying this one is the best match. It's like a little clear cellophane packet of powder.
That's true.
Maybe like there used to be in olden days like headache powder. It was aspirin in powdery form.
That's true.
That's what it looks like, but it's not what it feels like. White powder. Interesting. What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? He's talking about cockroaches.
That's true.
And how they groom themselves. You know what we have? We have lawn noise.
Yes, we do.
Okay, we're going to take a pause. What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? It does seem as though for the moment we don't have any shouting jerks. So I think we invite the child souls who most closely fit the definition of skinny kid.
That's true.
To take the mic. Give the skinny kid the mic. So
That's true.
That presence who most closely fits the definition of skinny kid, please take the mic and put your own channels up. And when I do that, again, I see that Luce way up high.
I also see him.
And to say, what now, in order to live these soul plans right here?
What now?
Well, he's had a chance to work with those packets of powder or nutrition or whatever they are, and he's sure that this packet here, it's that same one he showed us before, this is the right one, and he puts it kind of, it feels like over the mouth of the pillar, kind of.
That.
He just puts it there.
That's true.
Okay. What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? And now he's kind of pushing that down the it looks like a tube or a pipe or a conduit.
It kind of feels hard to breathe.
Yeah, you're blocking our air hole. I don't think this is a good idea. Do you know that? That's blocking the air hole. We're not supposed to be shoving stuff down the pillar.
Something isn't right
Something's
here.
not quite right. What now, in order to live these soul plans right here? I believe that this way up high Luce is saying kind of like, put your money where your mouth is. Take a stand. You say you don't want these people pushing you around, but you're not doing anything to stop them. Interesting. We think we are.
That's not totally true.
But we can see that we're not doing anything effective to stop them, and we have not been able to come up with anything effective to stop them. So your point is valid.
That's true.
Your point is valid. All right, we'll see if we can figure out what it is you're talking about.
That's
but
true.
Please don't block the airflow.
That's a really bad idea.
If you could like repackage whatever that is to be very long and thin, instead of it's something flat that blocks airflow now. If you could make it be long and thin, like a pixie straw.
Yes, that's true.
Pixie straws are fine. Is that okay? He doesn't seem upset with that.
I don't feel upset. No.
It feels like he's willing to repackage his idea into a pixie straw and deliver it. And I see it must be children from the smaller subatomic here, and they're kind of got bowls to catch whatever this pixie dust is.
I see that.
Okay. We will attempt to catch the pixie dust.
You can do that.
I think he's saying over and out. I believe that he thinks that this will get those shouters from the back rows to stop it. That is what he thinks, and it may or may not work, but we've tried a lot of things that sound stupider than that haven't worked. So sure, we'll go for it. We'll try that.